Since I was 18, I've lived in community of one sort or another. Even the last 30 years, it was the community of guys here in the house, usually a mix of graduates and undergraduates. Just this past week, I was comparing notes with a Jesuit friend who also lives in community now out west. He was a student a while back doing some of his formation here at the CSC. Some of you may remember him. His name is Billy Beagler. He really, truly was hilarious then and still makes me laugh out loud, especially when he tells a story, especially when he tells it on himself. We were commiserating the other day about community life, and he got to telling me what is for him one of the most frustrating parts of community life, especially in his Jesuit community, the dish rack. I got it. He went on to say, because apparently for Jesuits who each have about 20 graduate degrees, moving the dishes from the dish rack to the cabinet is an incredible challenge. One day he was talking to one of his married friends, and he shared with her his frustration about the Jesuit dish rack. She said to him, "Billy, you leave Jesuit communities every 3 to 6 years. Try being married. You're tethered to that damn dish rack till eternity." Ultimately, I have no experience of the ups and downs of married life. So any homily that advises on marriage or divorce would not only be terribly inadequate, but also terribly insensitive. So I will refrain, at least today. But what I can offer is a sense of wonder and a sense of admiration when it comes to marriage. The ease of a relationship is wonderfully articulated in that first reading. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. How beautiful, how poetic, how powerful those words. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. But that experience from that first reading seems so contrary to many experiences. Love and marriage deal with real people with real problems. Love and marriage deal with real people with real problems. And because of that, it is hard work. For those who are married, I imagine some of the challenges of the hard work of marriage is evident and goes well beyond the dish rack. From balancing a budget to the tight quarters of quarantine, from coming home after a stressful day at work to trying to balance the stress of raising children, the reality of real people with real problems is well known. But nevertheless, people get married, and they keep getting married. And we witness, we laud, and we make sacrament of the hard work of love in married life. In this gospel, Jesus tells his students, two become one flesh. And then, like the children he talks about at the end of that same gospel, we, the unmarried, look at those who get married with childlike wonder. How does it work? How does it happen? The answer, of course, is that it is mystery. Mystery. Marriage bears witness to mystery. A mystery that unites real people with real problems. And that mystery is nothing more or nothing less than God, than love. My friends, we could gather the wisdom of everyone in this room. And there's a lot of wisdom about marriage here, from the marriages that are happening still to the marriages that were lost because of death or distance, the marriages that failed. If we could gather the wisdom in this room of every pastor or sage or rabbi or guru, the truth is that words still will always fall short in articulating God. And words will always fall far short of articulating love. Why? Because it's mystery. They are the same mystery. And in a most unique way, married couples show us that mystery. Because it is not a mystery in which we have no experience. In fact, it is the exact opposite. God, through love, is mystery that those who are married experience and witness to every day. In the admiration for each other's accomplishments, in accompaniment in the storms of life, in the partnership of raising children, and the enjoyment of spending years together, in their goodness to each other, and in their family, and in their home, in time they just waste together, are the gift of every day. God's love is as tangible as the flesh and blood, bone of those two people committed to each other in marriage. It's just that tangible as it is mysterious. And in those places that are more difficult and real, in those daily experiences that try patience or test our fortitude, the dish rack, that is where they witness. That dish rack is where they are witness even more to the unending power of God in love to somehow get past that 5 times a week for their whole marriage. It's a witness to the unending power of God in love, because it is only through God that any of us can surmount obstacles, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, even in death. As mysterious as God is so tangible as a couple hammering out life together. It defies reason, but it's sitting in these pews right now. It defies reason, but it's sitting here around us, all around us right now. So while I have no advice to the married, let me offer gratitude and affirmation. Because not only have you helped us surmount the obstacles of individual dish racks, you have shown us a real way, the mystery of God in love, and reminded us that we too experience mystery in the interactions of daily life. Whoever does not accept the kingdom of God like a little child will not enter into it, Jesus says in that gospel's conclusion. Your witness to the mystery offers us a childlike wonder, and we all, celibate and married, single, widowed, divorced, we all are so grateful for your help as we follow you into the kingdom.